Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. It's 8:22, and we have a special guest in the studio. We just met him for the first time this morning. His name is Brough Perkins, and Brough is a psychic, a medium, and we're happy to have you in the room, Brough.
Yeah,
good morning.
welcome.
Hey, Brough.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Actually, some of the things a psychic medium is never allowed to say is, how are you? Because people always say, well, shouldn't you know?
That's right.
I always loved the guy who came up to me one time and said, hi, bro, my name's Albert. But of course you knew that. Wink, wink. Yeah. I had a few other thoughts in my head.
Well,
You're fine. How am I?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, we were talking about, before you came on the air, just about, is your strength more in being a medium or a psychic? And you said it's about evenly split.
Yeah, when I was younger, I was always seeing my mother's father who had passed away. Mm-hmm. So it started off mostly in mediumship, which means, simply put, I see dead people. Not to coin a phrase. And, as years went on and I started reading people and sitting with them, I found they came for many other needs just than that, so I could pick up on their life or their families, their kids, if they have any. Yeah.
Bro, is there anyone else in this room with us right now?
None that I can detect.
No?
Do you see, or do you feel? When you're communicating with those that have passed?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. It's mostly visuals in my mind's eye.
Okay.
In fact, a lot of psychics are artistic, too, because the same faculty that people use to visualize things is being used by the psychic ability, too.
Yeah.
So the difference is I take my own imagination, my own thoughts. I just clear my head and wait for things to show up. And sometimes it makes sense to me, other times it doesn't. But it most often makes sense to my clients.
I've seen you do this on Much Music before, bro.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
You're pretty slick. You're good.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
we kind of we let you know, Darren and I let you know that we were. Go ahead and talk about us if you want to. Roger likes to witness us because he's not very comfortable.
I'm the game show host here.
So let's just
Don't make eye contact,
what you
in other
see
words.
with, let's say, with Darren. Do you see anything with Darren or any of that?
Is there
kind of
anybody making rabbit ears behind my head that I can't see?
Actually, with you, Marilyn, I was kind of thinking, giving it some thought, and I don't know why, but the first thing that came to me was about loved ones who've crossed over, and I look more at your father, and I look more at his side of the family being very important to you and coming through in dreams in very unusual ways. Now, of course, when you're up in the morning, you're up, so you don't have a lot of time to think about what you dreamt about, so you don't remember it very often.
Yes.
But if you take some time to connect with them and think about them, perhaps their name starts with a D, but I can't get any more detail than that.
Okay.
There's probably 3 of them with you.
Really? On his side of the family?
Mostly his side is where lots of the losses have happened.
Okay.
On your family, yeah.
You're right. I do get up and I get ready for work and everything, and I don't really think about dreams. Sometimes Darren comes in and explains his dreams. But I don't think I dreamt last night. But the truth is, everybody does. It's whether or not we remember it. So you want me to kind of take a look at, maybe analyze a little bit about, maybe I'll remember a portion of that?
Yes.
And then just see what that is.
Yeah, well, the more you think about it in the morning, you'll remember it versus it fading so quick.
Yeah.
And also, don't mean to talk about your bowels, but I really
go ahead, because I'm having a terrible time with my bowels. Thank you very much.
I'm picking up on something in the reproductive system that has given you troubles when you were younger, and 26, like they worried about cysts or something, and one of the things is endometriosis has affected your mother's side of the family, so that's something you've dealt with. Expect a niece to go through it, but not to need a hysterectomy.
Okay, you're right.
I'm psychic.
I know.
Yeah, you're full of good news, too.
Listen,
full of good news, this guy.
That's good. Well, no, but
way to bring a room down.
I just want to say this. Let's be honest here. 2 years ago, this month, I had a hysterectomy because of all those things that you mentioned.
Bless you, bless you. But it really started when you were young at 26, and back then they
did not know any of that stuff.
Know about that.
They didn't know why I was in agony.
You were 26 when you met me, weren't you?
Yeah, 28.
Oh.
I was in agony.
Ooh, I'm off the hook.
Got worse then.
Yeah, I hope to bring up something about you that wasn't published on the internet, so I'm assuming that's one of the things that
I don't think I talk about my bowels openly.
That's right.
But now I feel... What about love life?
Love life?
Yeah, nothing's going on.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that, though. I wouldn't say that, because I'm seeing a guy with salt and pepper hair, and don't look to your left.
Okay,
and,
it's not Roger.
It ain't me.
Yeah. No, it's not you, honey. You're my brother.
I'm seeing something. I'm not sure when or what. Perhaps we'd have to sit in private to get more details, but I just had a flash of a person. So, I mean, if I'm seeing cats, that's a bad sign. If I'm seeing a man, then it's probably a good sign in your love life. Yeah.
If you're seeing 18 cats and her
18
sitting there in a
cats.
rocking chair at 80, then it's a really bad sign.
Really bad sign.
Salt and pepper hair. Okay. What about Darren B. Lamb over there?
Hi.
How's his bowels?
How's his bone?
Darren does remember his dreams. Seriously,
He
'cause
does.
he
He's
often comes in
very-
and recites dreams to us, and he's very detailed.
Well, I think he has a lot of his gifts from his dad's side of the family. I think there's a lot of creative people, musical people there. And your family life, I say this to some people, you know, the refrigerator magnets we all live by. Yours could say friendships are God's apology for family. Hasn't been the easiest family life in your history. But, I mean, you're a shining star, and you've really overdone it in your life to sort of compensate for certain things that you didn't always connect to with your dad and with that side of the family.
You got that right.
Oh, my gosh.
You got that
One
right.
could say you make up for where it lacked.
Very good.
You know, I have seen a medium before because I lost my mom when I was really young.
Oh.
And I've always gone back and tried to see if you know, find out if I can communicate with her in this way. Picking up any vibes?
Actually, in your mom's family, one of the main people who'd either be with her or that she takes after would have an M name. And I think that...
That would be
it'd
her
like
mother, Mary.
Mary, yeah. Maria. And that was someone who really helped her, and who probably she walked over. I don't know if she died before her or not, but I think she probably met her mom and helped her mom. And one of them had lung disease, which was what caused the crossing.
Well, my baba died of diabetes, I think, related disease. My mother died of cancer, so that's quite possible.
But were you 5 or something when your mom passed
No,
away?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, this is someone else then, but that's in your mom's family is some of the people, like the main one is the
Wow.
M name.
That's
who walks
cool.
them all
That's
over.
cool. You
I'm
picked
going to
that
ask
out.
you, can I ask you that, since we're on this road, my sister passed away 20 years ago from cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, she's 38.
Yes, yes. What's her first name?
Miriam.
Okay, it's funny. I asked that because I kept seeing M's, and I'm thinking, this just has to be my imagination.
Okay.
It's like a room of M's. No, I haven't picked up much, but I think that that's someone who would also try to pop through in your dreams as well. But again, when we're sitting in studio, it's sometimes hard to pick it up.
I've seen you on television, and you have to kind of give you some information first, like a question, like a category, and then
Yeah,
you have
when
to
it's
work
on the
that.
spot.
Sure.
But when people sit with me, actually, they're not supposed to ask anything. They're supposed to let me bring it all out to tell them that they have a sister
So
and that they...
That's how that works. Okay. All right. And if people want to get in contact with you, what do they do?
They could email me. It's my first and last name. It's BROUGH.PERKINS at gmail.com.
Brough Perkins.
Do you feel that a lot of people are trying to get in contact with you because of all the stuff that's happening in the world right now?
Oh, yeah. You know, there's a ton of stuff, and we're about to go through another huge terrorism thing somewhere in the world. And I won't talk too much about that because I'm not into fear-mongering. But what I do say is that it's important that we learn to change our mind more to forgiveness and learn to focus on the positive. And whenever you see something on the news that sort of sticks with you during the day, do 10 little good things. It doesn't matter if they're at work or for your kids or your spouse or whoever. Just do 10 little good things because that sends the ripples out.
Okay. Very
Really
interesting.
great meeting you.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Really great
Thanks
to
for
meet you
coming
guys.
in.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
coming
much
in.
for having me.
Roger, Darren, and Marilyn. Weekday mornings from 5:30 to 9 on 104.5